Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Birthday Cake. And they're shots. So the ingredients you're going to need is 3/4 ounce of vodka, 3/4 ounces of Frangelico liqueur, a fresh lemon wedge, and a tablespoon of sugar. So you'll measure your vodka out in a jigger. Fill the shot glass with equal parts vodka and Frangelico hazelnut liqueur. And then you'll serve with a lemon wedge coated in granulated sugar. I would probably make that without the sugar rim. I don't really like sugar and salt rims. I just want the shot. And that's a birthday cake shot.
Oh my God. Welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys. How are you, Medina?
Hey, y'all. Huh?
I said, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm always excited when I can make a ponytail last longer than 3 days.
How many days has it been?
How long? Since Wednesday is Friday.
Oh.
I'm on the third day.
Well, congratulations.
Well, I'm good. Thank you, girl. My mom came into town for my birthday and she's still here. So I love when my mom comes down. There's nothing like a mom coming into town. And every time my mom comes, she just like cleans up in a way that I am not good at. It's like a mom thing. It even smells cleaner like when my mom does it.
What have y'all been doing since she's been here besides like birthday stuff?
Birthday stuff, hanging out with Leek, my brother, hanging out with Zane, you know, just family stuff.
That's good.
How you doing?
Girl, I'm making it. I am just so tired. I stayed up late last night. I shouldn't have. I'm going to tell y'all what happened and how I got myself injured later, but it was a long night. Yeah, I am looking forward to next week. I had a long week. It's like September has been a month full of so many birthdays from so many people that I know, whether it's people like I'm close to or not. It's just like all of these people. I keep getting all of these invites. I've been nervous. I've taken multiple COVID tests because,
oh, girl,
you know, I'd be nervous. Taking multiple COVID tests, since I guess like April, May is probably when I had my first one. So I had one last week, negative. That's great news. I would be so pissed if I went to somebody's birthday thing and got it. I didn't do any of like the club celebrations with anybody, but you know, if it's dinner, if it's something calm where it's not too many people, even though it's been a lot of people, even for mine, it's
Most
okay.
of the birthday celebrations that you've gone to, though, have they done the precautions that they should be doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people, I just called them, text them, send them a cash app if I wasn't coming, if they was doing stuff too clubby for me, too much. Like I need to feel comfortable because as much as I would love to celebrate everybody's birthday, I can't do it right now. Let's see what else is going on. I did this photo shoot yesterday and I was like, I don't see how people really want to be models. Like sometimes when you do like a fun little shoot for yourself or you know, like promo shoots, like when we've done stuff that can be cool for a while, but even that I'm tired of doing it after a while. But when it's somebody else's shit, so you don't really have a ton of say so about how they want the pictures to come out, they just want it a certain way. It's just like, all right, I'm hungry, I need to drink some water, I'm tired, I'm ready to go.
And models, it's really an art. Like they really are some artists, the good ones. Because sometimes, have you ever done a photo shoot and they're just like, okay, just do something.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? I need direction. I am not a model.
But it's crazy because on Instagram, you can do your own direction and you can make yourself look like you know what the fuck you're doing till you get there in front of that real camera.
Yeah, and then it's like also another thing with selfies. So like, my friend, she's the one who asked me to do the shoot for somebody she's working with. Okay, cool. So she's like, let's take a selfie. So I'm like, okay. And she takes all of these pictures. I hated all of them. I was like, please delete them and stop posting unauthorized pictures of me. Like you look cute in the picture, but did you look at me? I don't think you did. You just posted it. And she's like, no, I think it looks good. I did look at you. And, you know, different people have different things that they like to see, but you're always going to be more critical of yourself. And she's like, you don't know my angle. I know my angle. I'm going to send you a picture for you to post.
I know
and
my
we can
angle.
do it. Yeah. I know where I want to hold my chin. And then if I'm looking at it, I can't see. Only you can see. So that was the photo shoot experience. So that was cool. And then what else did I do? I can't even remember, but it's been a week.
I honestly feel like a weekend just passed and it didn't. It's Friday today.
Yeah, it's
I just
just
had
now
so
the
much
weekend.
going. Yeah, girl, I took so many days off work.
You did?
And I did.
How long you been
Even a
off?
sick day. I even took a sick day. And some of my coworkers were at my birthday party, and I was like, I just had to because I had to check out the Airbnb. I thought I could still work and do everything. I was like, I can't fucking do this shit, and I'm not.
Sometimes it's hard. Like, it does seem like you can just do your job since we're working from home and then run around and do errands. But some days, like, I got some stuff coming up. I can't work these days. Don't call me. You can call me. I'm not going to answer. I'm going to be unavailable. So you may as well just wait till the next day when I will be available.
Another thing that I be forgetting what the fuck I did.
What do you mean?
So,
like just throughout the week?
Went to Chicago. Yeah, I went to Chicago. Shout out to my girl Ingrid. She got married. My best friend Hannah is also friends with Ingrid. She was in the wedding. She was the maid of honor. And so we all went to Chicago. Girls are so funny to me.
What do you mean?
When a lot of girls just get together, there's always like one or two of them that feels like they just need to be dramatic. Or when there's when the day is about you, like a woman just feels like they have to
dramatic or no?
No, I don't ever think it's fun dramatic. I think just take a deep breath sometimes and relax because your anxious energy like just falls amongst the group, and to me that shit is so annoying. I hate when girls do that, and they always do it. However, the wedding was it was beautiful. I love witnessing the love of two people. We almost knocked over a couple of candles and burned down the wedding, but hey, everyone's alive.
How?
I love Chicago.
Dancing?
Because they had not even dancing during the ceremony. They had candles on the floor lined up, and no one knew they were real. They was real. And Nahu was walking down holding 2 glasses of champagne and kicked one over, and she had a long dress on. We were like, oh my God. It was so, but everyone was like, oh my gosh, I've done that too. I did it too. It was very dangerous, but, everyone lived. It was a beautiful wedding. It was an open bar. Don't you love a wedding with an open bar?
Girl, I've only been to one that didn't have it, and I was very confused about what was going on. Like, this is a thing?
Girl, the whole night. But I'm telling you, everybody got so drunk that I got like, oh, it's time for me. I had to leave early, and I get slitty. I was like, oh no, y'all getting too.
What were they doing?
White people drunk and black people drunk is 2 different drunks. Everybody was just extremely drunk and wild. I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm leaving. I left the reception and got an Uber home to our hotel.
What kind of place did they have the wedding at? Was it like a hotel?
There's this
ballroom
building
or something?
called the Aeon. It's like this building in Chicago. It's like a staple in Chicago, and there's like 80 floors, and they got married on the rooftop. It was gorgeous view. And then, so the ceremony was up there, and then the reception was right next to it in the same building on the same floor. It was gorgeous, very high up. I'm talking about.
Were you in the Willis Tower?
You could feel it. Like, it was called the Aeon Center.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, and the weather was perfect. Like, it wasn't too cold yet. Cause Chicago gets brick.
Girl, when I was in Chicago, it was cold, and I was like, I can't ever come back until it's summer.
Yeah.
So that's good. Cause that could be
good.
horrible.
We had some Chicago pizza. It was good.
I don't like the deep dish pizza. I think I'm not a pizza girl, and most people just love pizza. They're like, oh, I gotta eat pizza all the time. Fuck that. Give me the wings. Now that is what I do like at a pizza spot. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to catch up on. I don't think so for me.
I'm trying to think too.
Oh, so when I recorded the bonus episode with Candace, that was a very long day. So we recorded for like 2.5 hours. So I was like, okay, I'm going to break this up into 2 parts. So the other part, y'all will get that, not Monday, but the next Monday. So Candace was talking to me about stuff, and after a while, I was like, Candace, you weren't even there. What are you talking about? Have you ever had a situation where you're talking to your friends about something, anything, and then they start talking to you as if they were there and they knew the story and they try to fill in, and it's just like, but what you talking about? And even if they're right, it's like, okay, maybe it's a story you've shared before. You weren't there. And I had to tell her, it's really funny. I think it's in the next part. But at one point I was like, Candace, you weren't even there. That's not how it's set up. What are you talking about? So it's just funny because she was really drunk, and y'all know I haven't been drinking. So what
was Candace in town for?
She's in town working. So she has started a marketing company. And she is just working with different people, I guess, building their brands, doing like brand management stuff. And I'm not sure what else. I know that her background is in HR, and she says that she hates it. So she's in a master's program right now for, I guess she's getting her MBA. I'm not sure exactly, but I know that she wants to do marketing now. And that's where her passion lies. So she came out here to do that. And I think she leaves on Sunday, and she was like, well, I want to hang out with you, but you're not drinking, so I don't know what to do. And I was like, damn, bitch, we can't eat.
Right? You don't gotta drink. You know what? Whenever I'm not drinking, when I go through my phases of not drinking, I'm like, y'all, we can still hang out. I don't have to drink. If you just need me to get a martini glass with some water in it, that's totally fine.
Yeah, but I think it's best that we don't hang out again, because she keeps trying to encourage me to drink. And I'm like, see, that's not good. Because I need you to be supportive of what I'm doing. Don't be trying to get me to go down a bad path. I'm already going through withdrawals. It's hard. Now, if I choose to have a slip up like I did at your birthday, then that's different. But, yeah. So anyway, recorded with her. So that was really interesting. Yeah, really, really interesting. It's a lot of stuff I have to bleep out because she kept saying people's names, and then she was like, holding the mic and drunk and trying to whisper in the mic. And
did y'all do this at night or in the daytime?
Girl, it was like 7 p.m. We went and had we were supposed to have brunch, but we missed brunch, so we just had a very early dinner. So we recorded at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So
Candace said,
she said she's halfway on vacation. Okay. So, yeah, it was a good time, and I haven't seen her in a while. And I didn't realize she had been married so long. If y'all haven't,
I was just about to say, is she still married? But then I was like, maybe that's not a good question, because she could not.
Yeah. I wanted to know too, because she used to post him a lot, her husband, and she stopped. But yeah, they're still married. It was interesting because we were talking. She's like, yeah, we're 6 years in. And I was like, oh my God, it's been that long. Y'all need to watch the bonus episode, but I'll tell you this. She tells the story. She was living in Atlanta, horrible luck in love. And then she moved from Atlanta back to Dallas. A month and a half later, she met her now husband. So she left in like July. So she meets him like September, October. They were engaged by Valentine's Day, and then they got married the following December, and they're still together. And I'm just like, wow, what a whirlwind romance.
Wow.
That's a long fucking time. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. I guess we can go ahead and move on to weird sex and then play this little game and get into the topics for the week. Okay.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, so you guys, this week's weird sex, this is a freak accident. I guess we can call it an accident. Totally unfortunate. Yeah. So this man in Thailand, he had a horrible accident with his penis. So he's only 18. He went to go take a dump, and a snake jumped up and bit his dick. And he could feel it, and it just like latched on. And then once it let go, it was just like blood everywhere. And, I I just know it had to hurt.
Like the tip of his dick or like the side?
The tip. So the snake was 4 feet long. It came up through the toilet some kind of way. His mom had to help him. They went to the hospital. He had to get 3 stitches on the tip of his dick. And yeah, hopefully, you know, it still functions. He probably won't want to use it for a while. I know I personally don't want a penis in me that has stitches on it. So good luck to him. But y'all be careful. Look in the toilet before you sit down, I guess, when you're in Thailand.
Especially if you in Thailand.
Could you imagine if like a snake came up and just bit your booty?
No. I think I would have like trauma. I wouldn't be able to sit on toilets no more. Like I would just be like,
I need a urinal, a bedpan.
Yeah. I need to see the surroundings.
Yeah. Oof. That makes me so nervous. And then there was a picture of him on the toilet giving a demonstration of like how he was getting up. And then there was the snake and the bloodiness all over the bathroom. And they should have cleaned up before they took this picture because it looks dirty in there. I mean, I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like I could see a snake coming up these damn pipes. It's just
well, it's Thailand.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all ever been to Thailand. I haven't. It's a little rough.
Yeah.
But I do be wondering, when men be shitting, if you have a really big dick, is it just dangling in the toilet water?
Maybe you hold it. Or you put it on your leg, or maybe you rest it on the seat. And just sit it out. I don't know. Huh. I'll ask somebody and report back. Next week, I'll give you an update. What do you do if you have a big dick? First, I got to think of who to ask, but I'll ask around. You do the same. We'll be reporting back on Cocktails Action News next week.
I will actually ask someone I'm going on a date with someone tonight who has a big dick. So,
what's the date? Do you know? Or is it a surprise?
Girl, I don't need to be going. This is someone who ruined my birthday last year. He happens to be in Atlanta. I know.
Okay.
I feel I didn't even know if I was going to bring it up on the show, but y'all be saying we're your best friends and y'all be feeling like you're my best friends too. So I'm telling y'all, I too am making a dumb decision and I'll probably be writing in an advice letter next week.
Well, how do you feel about it? Like, are you excited? Are you nervous? Do you really feel like it's a dumb decision? Because sometimes I really feel like it's about how you feel, not what other people think.
The crazy thing is, Kiki, I don't feel anything right now.
Well, that's
I just
good.
feel very I feel blank. I feel like this could go either way. I could end up fucking him, or I could just he asked me if I wanted him to pick me up, and I almost said yes. Then I was like, you know what? No, I'll meet you there. And just in case it's weird, because I haven't seen him in forever. And he sent me a dozen roses and a bottle of champagne. I was like, can't wait until tonight. And I thought it was really sweet, but I didn't do what I would normally do. Like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I was just like,
thanks.
I mean, you literally ruined my birthday last year. I think I'm just going to see if you have another present for me.
Why do you think he wants to take you out for your birthday? Is it a do-over?
I honestly think that I don't think that he wanted things to be how they were. I don't even think he really wanted them to be over. I think the situation that happened was just my whole family knew about it, and I think he was a little embarrassed. But what he fails to realize about me and my family is, fuck that shit. Don't nobody care. You didn't do nothing so detrimental to where you know what I mean? No one was going to treat you badly. So I think he just feels bad. I don't even know if he's still interested in me. A part of me hopes that he is, but then there's another part of me where it's I also know that you're just really good with women. And I wouldn't be surprised if I'm just on the list of people to see while you're here. So we're going to a nice restaurant that I've never been to before. So I do want to try it. Right. And just, I'm big on keeping my options open. Like I said, he didn't do anything so horrible to where I hate him. I don't hate him. I went through my moment, but I'm still attracted to him, and I just want to see what's up.
Yeah.
But I do think it's not smart. I do think.
But wait, if it's not so bad, why do you feel like it's not smart?
Because I know my feelings are going to get hurt. I know that when we leave this evening, if I don't go back to his hotel room with him or let him come up, I'm gonna be thinking about like the what would have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe you should just like before you go, I know we're recording, but before you go, maybe you should just try to think of like what you really want. Like fuck what anybody else thinks. What do you really want out of tonight? And make sure that that happens. Don't have any thoughts of what if it doesn't go this way. Only think about what you want, have no room for the other shit, and then hopefully you won't have a night or a morning tomorrow where you feel like you regret not doing something or you regret doing something. Try to go with your gut.
I want after dinner for him to get down on his knee and have a Tiffany's
All right.
princess cut.
See, I was with you up until now. Now we're getting carried away. Let's reel it back in, okay?
Oh, my ponytail is too tight and my head hurts. But listen, you guys, every Monday we are giving you new bonus content. Turn up. It's Monday. Take a listen.
Yeah, it's like easy. Okay. So I just started being able to masturbate like on my clit. I have extreme clit sensitivity. So for years I couldn't even like masturbate. I can easily orgasm from like penetration, but I always struggled with like clitoris stimulation. And now I actually like trained myself.
Seems so backwards.
I know,
right?
and it is like it's completely backwards. So I had to train myself and like get my clit used to being touched and played with more because it's so fucking sensitive. So now, I mean, it still takes me a long time. It'll probably take me about a half hour, but I think that's like if I'm watching porn because I'm picky. I get bored of porn really fast. You know what I mean?
Girl, let me tell you something. When I'm trying to pick the type of porn I'm going to watch, first of all, I always watch the same porn, girl on girl. And then I'm like, okay, let me find the right scene. But you never have had someone in your life and I'm curious to know.
Oh yeah, we may as well get started. Let's go.
Leading into the game. I'm curious to know, no matter what may have happened between you and a person, have you ever met a man where you really did feel like they were your person?
I have had men where I felt like that. Most of the time I was drunk all the time.
Every time
so I don't feel like I had the right judgment. But there is a guy that I did feel like we just had a great connection. It didn't work out. We tried multiple times and it didn't work. And I think that sometimes in the back of my head, I still wish that the universe would just bring us back together. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I need to just get that out of my head and make room for something else. But if he were to
come around,
oh, I'm answering. I'm going on the date. I'm going on a vacation. I'm going wherever the fuck he asked me to go, you know, down the aisle, whatever. I really liked that guy and he was actually nice and, which is not usually the case with the ones I like to pick. But he was like a nice guy. We had fun together. He kind of had an ugly, cute face. So not a traditionally cute, but he was cute to me. Excellent body. He had a good career, his own business. He was nice, family oriented, just great things. Excellent credit. You know, when I wasn't working and I first started working at the radio station, he like helped me out a lot. I was very grateful of that. That was a rough time. I think that's when you weren't living here. But yeah, I really like that man. And sometimes I do wish he would come back, but I don't think so. And I guess it's for the best. Damn. Maybe he'll call me. Maybe I should set my intentions before
maybe
bed.
You just put it into the universe.
I did. I've done it before. It just never sticks. I got to figure out how to make it stick. The niggas will come back, but how do I get them to stay? Maybe they're not supposed to stay. I don't know. Okay. I'm curious to know, if you could go back in time 5 years from today and change one thing between 5 years ago and today, change one thing that you know would have, you know, it's going to have a butterfly effect. What would you change? Or you know that
what is a butterfly effect again?
Like, let's say 5 years ago you moved to Miami. If you didn't move to Miami, then maybe you wouldn't have made certain friendships, or maybe this, like, it has a ripple effect on things. So maybe it would have an effect, maybe it wouldn't, but it's possible. So like, what would you change? Just one thing.
5 years ago. We're in 2020.
Yeah. So between 2015 and now, one thing that you would change within the past 5 years?
5 years. I was going to say, okay, I wish I could have go back a little further, but I was already done by then. Okay, Oh, that's a good question. I probably would not have moved, and this is weird, but I probably would not have moved out of Atlanta. Because I think that's around the time when I moved to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
so.
I really think I wouldn't have. Not that I regret. I liked Miami. I didn't love it, but I moved there because I really felt like I didn't know what I was doing with my life, and it was more like a run. And let me figure it out so no one sees me struggling type of thing. As opposed to, I think if I would have stayed in Atlanta, I would have done a lot. I'm pretty good at networking, but my relationships would be stronger. And I think I would be further than I am in what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So that would probably be it. That would have been a butterfly. Something would have changed.
I don't know if I could ever live there.
In Miami? Girl, don't do it. They don't like black girls in Miami.
I don't even care about that part. It's too damn hot and muggy.
And the lizards, I'm telling you, every day I
hate
woke up,
lizards.
they look like little dinosaurs. Little dinosaurs just crawling around.
My stepdad is from there, so we used to go visit his family when we were younger. And I mean, Miami was cool, but it was like there's lizards everywhere. It's hot as fuck. Like, do we have to? I don't want to do this. Like, we go to the beach, and after the beach, you see the beach after a couple of days. It's like, all right, what else? We don't really do shit.
What else?
I need some action.
Okay. I'm curious to know, and I really am curious to know, Kiki, did you only get your lips done or did you get something else done?
I got my lips done.
Lately, I've been looking at you and I was like, what else did she get done? You know how sometimes you look at like Kylie and you're like, what all did she get done? And I don't know if it's the makeup or if you got something, but now I know it's really just your lips. It's really
just my lips. I've seen a lot of people say that. I've seen the stuff that everybody has said online. And I was like, everybody's saying so much about my lips, but the lip stuff is temporary, right? So you have to go back every so often. So I get the same thing every time. So I didn't get any other fillers in my face. Now, this is another thing I did. It's not a filler though, but it is an injectable. I did Kybella. And so Kybella is a fat burner. And you can put it in your cheeks. You could put it under here. This is where I got it.
Okay.
But that's
what it is.
It
that's
burns
what it
the
is.
face, but nothing else in my face. It's under my chin. I'm not done though. So like, when did I first do it? So Kybella, I don't know if y'all are interested in this. Maybe fast forward 30 seconds. But Kybella
they interested
is
in it.
An injectable. And they mark up like under your chin, under here. And they make you turn to the side and do like this so that they can pinch the fat and see where it is. Because like you can't work that shit out. It's like having chubby cheeks,
Do they do it at the same place where they do the lips?
The same lady, everything. So you can't just do one syringe. You have to do 2. And then they tell you how many times you can go. You can't just go once. It's not going to work after once. You probably won't even look any different. So when I got it done, I didn't consider the fact that I would be swollen. Like when I get my lips done, I'm swollen. One time we had to, I think the last time I got my lips done, we had to record like maybe the next day. And then I had to record a bonus episode. And then I had to record again. We had to record again the following week. And so I was swollen the whole time. That's probably when they looked the biggest and the craziest. But whatever, we was going to record. Now they're at the normal size, but in between there, when my lips were swollen, I got the Kybella because I was like, well, if I'm gonna be swollen, I may as well just be Puffy the Blowfish.
Might as well have a whole balloon face.
Okay, exactly. So the nurse, Asha, is like, do you have plans today? And I was like, no, why?
And you go to the place that I went to.
Yeah, I told you.
And she's the lady with the curly hair.
She had braids last time I saw her, but she may have curly hair. I don't know. But yeah, so she was like, I hope you don't have plans because your face is going to be swollen. Like some people swell way more than others. Everybody doesn't, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, well, no, I'm going home. I don't do nothing anyway, but go to the grocery store for real. So she was like, oh yeah. And now that we all wear masks, it'll help with that. Girl.
Oh.
Because, I mean, it doesn't help the swelling, but nobody can see it because you have a mask on.
Right.
So that's why I was like, I don't give a fuck. Only people that were seeing me was cocktails people and Instagram. So when I got it done, it was so swollen. I can't even pull my skin enough to show you, but it was just like, it looked like I had a double chin. Okay, so it did not hurt me. She said that it might hurt. Some people say that it hurts. It has like a burning sensation. But it wasn't too bad to me. And she was like, if it gets to be too much, let me know. We'll stop. Girl, that took all of 5 minutes. All she did is like put a little bit. She marks all these dots under where your fat is. And she just goes through and she was like, oh, you took this like a champ. Like you didn't make me stop. I was like, yeah, girl, I want to get this over with. The lips hurt more than that. But anyway, so they did that. And then I went back a month later. I was going to go on, yesterday, but I didn't want to be swollen this weekend. So I said, I'm going to reschedule. I have to go one more time and then I'll be done. So I'll go through swelling.
That's
and go
really
back.
cool.
Yeah, but I like it.
There are so many things that women can get done.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You can get so much done. Under eye fillers, Botox. I was talking to her about that because I had gone to an event. This was a while ago. I had gone to an event and for whatever reason, I keep getting invited to these different things. And so at these injectable parties where the brands are like launching a new line or they're just trying to promote. And right now they've really been trying to promote to younger Black women and I'm all for it because I'm in there like swimwear. They will give you the stuff for free.
The injectable?
Mm-hmm. So like I went to one, it's called Xeomin. Xeomin is like Botox. So I could get it done on one area of my face for free. But when I went to find out where can you put this shit, they were like, we don't have a place for it. Like you don't have enough wrinkles. It's not worth it. Like just, so I was like, damn. But that, I went to another one, a Juvederm product, something I wouldn't use. They have stuff you put in your cheeks, in the corner of your thing, the under eye, like the little dips. Raise your brows. There's all kind of stuff that you can do, but I didn't do none of that. Just keep getting my lips done. I like it. And, the Kybella is permanent too. That's the other thing. It won't grow back. So I'm like, thank God, because I'm trying to go inwards, not outwards. Okay. I don't need nothing to be spreading, but maybe my hips. Okay. Let's see what's next. I'm curious to know, when was the last time that you got, well, no, not when was the last time. Have you ever cried during sex? And if you have, please tell me about it.
I have never cried during sex. I've gotten damn close to it when I think I shared the story when I felt like my soul left my body and everything just went limp. But I didn't cry. I was just confused. I was like, and I couldn't, he wanted to keep going. And normally I could keep going back to back to back. Even if I'm tired, I soldier through it. But this specific time, it was literally like my soul had left my body and was traveling back to me. And I was just, my body was like, I couldn't do anything. I just like laid there limp for the rest of the night. Like, but I've never cried. I want to.
I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't like it because it was like a weakening moment. Like I'm really over here crying like a little bitch and it's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control at this point. It's almost as if like you're just looking at yourself and it's just like, get up. Like, don't do this. Suck his dick or something, girl. Come on. Bounce back. Get back in the game. It's not over yet. I can't.
I'm curious to know, have you ever peed in the bed?
Yes.
As an adult?
Yes.
Okay.
I have. Have you ever had, it's like, it's happened more times than I would like to count. This is so disgusting, but it's like twice, maybe 3 times. I don't even think it was like on a drunken night. It was like I was having some very vivid dreams and I really thought I was on the toilet.
I hate when that
And it
happens.
woke
You said
me
this only
up.
happened to you 3 times. It's happened to me quite a few.
Oh, really? What happened?
I actually didn't stop peeing in the bed until I was like me and Mecca. My mom thought there was a problem with us. We didn't stop.
You about to tell
Mecca
all
was like
Mecca's
22.
business?
The only reason why I'm telling her business is because she be telling mine to everybody. But I didn't stop peeing in the bed for real until I was like 20. I still have like PTSD from it. When I go to sleep at night, if I'm spending the night with somebody, I won't drink anything. Like after a certain time, I get up and go to the bathroom a bunch because I don't want to have no issues. But yeah, girl, I used to pee in the bed for a long time. And then as an adult after that, I've had a couple accidents. And there's nothing wrong with me. Like I asked my gynecologist, like, do you think there could be something wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. It's just sometimes it happens. It hasn't happened in a while, but I remember one time I peed in Hannah's bed. Oh
my gosh. Then it's like, what do you say? Because obviously you didn't do it on purpose, but
obviously, like, it's really like, I feel like normally when it has happened, normally I'm not with nobody, but people are like, you're grown and you did this. I feel bad. Like, are you okay? Like, I couldn't imagine, even if somebody pissed in my bed and you were grown, even if it was a drunk thing, I'm not going off on you, bro. I always keep a mattress protector on my bed. Always.
Yeah, I got one too.
And so, yeah, I always keep one. But yeah, she wasn't mad. She just had all of the items that I needed to clean up next to me when I woke up.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do too. Like, all right, bitch, here you go. Okay. I'm curious to know, when was the last time you had a pregnancy scare? That little whimper.
It was very, very recent. And you know how I told you I was doing I was going to try the rhythm method.
Oh, I don't remember you.
Did I tell
don't
you
think
that?
So. Okay.
Well, I was listening to Horrible Decisions.
I just want to say, who told you about
stuff.
the rhythm method? Because, okay.
And I was just listening to like her journey. And one night we were talking on the phone. I was asking her about it and I was like, I'm going to try it. I've been doing it. And then actually my mom told me she was doing the rhythm method when she got pregnant with me. She recently just told me that. And I'm not doing the rhythm method no more because I think that shit is stupid. And I also think your body is your body and whatever is going to happen is going to happen. There's always those instances where it's like, well, the app said, yeah, bitch, well,
so, okay.
anatomy said otherwise.
The rhythm method, how does that work?
So you track like when you're ovulating basically. And there's different apps that you can use.
So you were like not having sex on the days that, according to the app, it said that you were fertile.
Like track it. Yeah, you have to track it for a couple of months. So it's not like instantly it starts to work. Right. And I didn't realize that. And so I was still just
because it didn't know your body's rhythm.
It didn't. So I gave it like maybe 3 months. But Weezy was like, no, you got to do this shit for like 6 or 7 or something like that. And then like actually go to your doctor and like get some tests. And so I didn't do that part. And it's a lot of work. And still, it was not sitting well with me in my mind. And so, yeah, my most recent pregnancy scare was last month. Like very, 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 very recently. I was very stressed and I'm not doing that shit no more. But it's just crazy because I really don't like condoms if I'm having sex with one consistent person, which I am. And I don't like what birth control does to me. So he's been talking about like possibly getting like, you know, a little snip, but I'm not going to get on birth control.
Oh, what you gonna do?
I mean, I'm almost like, if I get pregnant, I guess I'm a mama.
Oh, Lord. Well.
But I'm not going to do the rhythm method anymore. We're going to have to use some condoms.
Enough is enough. There's too much on your heart.
Too much on my heart and my soul and my mind. And when you're having a pregnancy scare, you're never not thinking about it. Like from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, you're thinking about it.
Sounds extremely stressful. Now, I'm with you on the birth control and how it makes you feel. I go back and forth between using it and not using it. I'm not using it.
You do?
Because sometimes it just makes me feel so bad. like depending on which one I'm using, or the one that I was using most recently. I was using that for, I guess, about, I don't know, 6 to 9 months, I would say. So it's not like 1 month I use it, 1 month I don't. It'll be like a long time and then I stop.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was using that one and everything was fine at first, but then it started making me just feel like really down. Like my feelings, you know? The physical effects, I mean, a little weight gain, but that happens with the other stuff I be doing too. So whatever.
A little. Let me tell you, when I was doing birth control and really trying, I gained so much weight, and it's a different type of weight. It was like, for me, it was like a puff weight, like that was hard to get off.
Like when you eat too much salty food. Yeah, I was looking at some pictures that my friend sent me from like the beginning of quarantine. And I was just looking at how fat I was. And I was just like, oh my God, look at my face, how round it is. And that's when I had started using that birth control, maybe like a month before quarantine, I guess, or 2 months. It was at the beginning of the year. I started using that birth control. I gained even more weight. And it's like, I had already been gaining weight on my own with birth control. You know, I don't need help gaining weight. I know how to do that, apparently. I don't need assistance, birth control. But it was happening. And it's frustrating, but you look at yourself and then think about how you feel. So then you don't want to take it, but then it's like accidents do happen. Even when you have a condom, what if that shit break? Or what if I accidentally fuck it up with my nails or something, pinch it, pierce it? That would not be good. But you know, I'd be more concerned about STDs than pregnancy, because you know. But yeah, I'm glad you weren't pregnant though.
Real.
If you didn't want to be. I don't wish that on anybody who is not wanting that in that moment.
The crazy thing is, I do want babies. I'm just like, am I ever going to be ready?
I don't know. You have to ask my mama. I was talking to my mama. She's like, you know, parents always feel this way about their kids. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I don't. She's like, oh yeah, you don't know, but I'm just telling you. Girl, I ain't got no damn kids by the grace of God. I can't relate. You have to call another child. Okay. I think that was my question.
Well,
do you have another one?
That was my last one.
Oh.
That was my last one. Y'all, we played. That was a long game of I'm curious to know. I like that little game,
I do too. And shout out to the Housewives of Potomac. That's where I get it from.
to watch that.
Yeah, I like it. It's not that far in, so maybe you could check it out. I don't know if you'll like it or not. You might. Some of the girls are annoying, but I still think it's good TV.
I think the Kardashians is good TV. And as I sit here now rocking my Skims, I got so many pairs of Skims for my birthday, and I'm so excited. Like, this is my first time wearing one. Oh, no, I wore some on my birthday. I wore the thong ones, but this is the one that Kim be wearing. It looks like a shirt.
Do you like it?
It's really a Skim bodysuit. I love it. I love everything about it. It's not too tight. You know how sometimes you put on body shape wear, and it even makes you look worse because it's too tight.
Yeah, it's too tight. Like, you can't breathe. And then whatever is sucked in the middle is getting puffy at the top. It's not a good look.
Yeah, you just look like, it's just like a Pillsbury Doughboy.
Sometimes it's like somebody just pinched you. And it's like, all right, let some of this out. I just really want it to be smooth. I'm already wide. Just make it smooth.
It is very smooth. Like, I'm in love with it, and I can't wait to wear the other 6 that I got. That's how I get tasted after I take my taste vitamins. Ladies and gentlemen, because it's for y'all too, go to tastevita.com, use code cocktails10 for a nice little discount. Once you get them, take 2 capsules daily or 2 capsules an hour before you about to get it in, so you can taste. Scrumptious.
Unravel Gifts is a new Black-owned candle company based in Houston, Texas, although they ship nationwide. The candles are made of 100% natural soy wax, and they release new candles often, so they're sure to be a scent for everyone. They also sell $25 gift boxes that are perfect for birthday gifts and other occasions, including gift boxes for bridesmaids' proposals. What a cute idea. Instagram is at Unraveled Gifts, and the website is unravelgifts.com. Make sure you check them out and tell them Cocktails sent you. Now let's get back to the show.
But y'all, this week we do have a topic for discussion. We're going to talk about birthdays since both of our birthdays just passed. And I literally, like you too, Kiki, I had so many birthdays to celebrate in September. Like everybody was born in September. And
it's a great month.
I noticed it's a great month. Like all the lit people were born in September. Gotta love it. And I noticed with a lot of women on their birthdays, including myself for real, I always have to like have a conversation with myself to not get emotional. It's almost like we plan on being sad when our birthday's coming around, or we start getting like super just emotional. And I wanted to know, do you ever feel like that when your birthday's coming up?
Absolutely. That's what I've been saying for the past month every time we get on here, and I'm like, I don't feel great, but I'm making it. Like I looked it up because I was like, okay, this happens every year, and I don't usually like plan some big extravaganza or anything, so it's not the pressure of that, but I just really start to fall into like a temporary depression almost. And I looked it up, and it's like some seasonal birth disorder, something shit. I don't know what it's called. Look it up.
Disorder?
Mm-hmm. And so they were saying how like some people, it's kind of like the seasonal mood disorder where some people they become depressed like during the winter or the cold months, the dark months, whatever, depending on where they live. And they said that this happens a lot with people, not just women, men and women, around the times of their birthdays. And it can be triggered by a few different things. And I was trying to figure out like what is it that makes me feel that way? For me, I've realized that it's a lot of things. The main thing is like, if I'm getting older, so is everybody else. So are my grandparents who are still with me. So are my parents. And it's just like this impending doomsday that I'm so scared of when those people aren't here. Like I will probably be here when they're not. So that stresses me out. Then thinking about where I am in life and where I want to be and what my plan was and how I'm not on track and all the things that I thought I would have accomplished by now that I haven't, the things that I want to do that I haven't. And it's just like, oh, well, what have you been doing for all of these fucking years, bitch? And so sometimes I can be kind of hard on myself with that. And then also like the anticipation of being disappointed once the birthday actually gets here. And I think it's because it's like it's a pattern. Like it always happens. So it's like, okay, I kind of just expect to be disappointed. And
What you mean? Like the way that you're talking about the actual celebration of your birthday?
The celebration of my birthday, how I feel on my birthday, just things don't usually go well. So I just feel like it's just going to be another time when I'm disappointed. And then it's like anytime I express that I feel that that's what's going to happen. And I know I shouldn't be putting these things out in the air, but sometimes you do have to talk about where you are, not where you want to be, as far as how you feel. People are like, oh no, it won't be that way. And then it ends up being that way. And it's just like, I know y'all tired of me saying I told you so, but here we are. You know, like what is it for you?
For me, it almost always, it's interesting that you brought up like we're getting older. And so our parents are getting older, our grandparents are getting older. I only have one grandparent left. I think about that too. And, I think about how I have this fear of like losing my parents. It's very like, we always include like the family in the celebrations, and I just can't imagine like not having life without my mom. To people who do have life without their parents and they're still at like a young age like us, and we still need so much guidance. I can't imagine it. So each year I'm a little nervous about it, but then thankful that I do still have them. But then another thing that y'all already know, I am a hopeless romantic, and I just always have this feeling that I'm never gonna find like my man and have, you know what I mean? Have like that real true love that we all crave and have that bond on your birthday. Like I love celebrating my birthday, but it's always me and friends and family, which is great. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying it would be nice to like have a man and the relationship's actually going good. It's not just like we up here acting. But it's that part. Like I want that. And I'm just like, That's literally when I woke up. My mom was like, how you feel? I was going to get a massage. I was like, I feel so good. But she was like, what? I was like, Mom, I'm not going to lie. Like, I do wish that my man was like, babe, we're going on a trip. You know what I mean? Like,
a vacation would be nice. I was telling somebody I wanted to go on one, and they were like, well, go. I said, bitch, it's not a vacation if I'm by myself. It's going to be a vacation. The fuck? Gotta get the base first.
Yeah. And I'm out here dating, and I did get some very nice things from some very special people in my life, men. But it's not it. You know what I mean? With certain guys, it's just never going to happen. And we just have a good time together. And then with another one, it's like, thanks, but I don't really like you like that. But it's just like, when is it going to be it? I'm talking about it. And I hate when people are like, you still have so much time. You're 32. I just don't like when people say that. You don't have so much time. You don't know when your clock is ticking. You just don't. You don't know when the clock is done. You don't. Every time someone says to me, you got time, you're young. No, but when you were 27, you already had your kids and a whole family. And I just be like, I'm still here in my studio apartment acting crazy with my best friends.
Yeah, sometimes I do be feeling childish still. Do you ever have moments like, bitch, grow up?
But then I look at people in the world, people that you and I both know, and they drink and they act crazy and they find their match, the person that like accepts them for just who they are. I don't be meeting niggas that like accept me for who I am. It's either like, oh, the podcast and this is too much, or oh, you be being what? And I'm just like, bitches really be out here meeting niggas that just accept them for who the fuck they are.
Well, yeah. I mean, but if a person won't accept you for who you are, you're right. That's not it.
Yeah, and it's on to the next, but I be liking them. That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, damn, I don't want to hop to the next dick. You know how Beyonce's like, as I hop to the next dick? Well, I don't want to hop to the next dick.
Well, girl, you gonna have to.
My knees
or you gonna
hurt.
stay in this position. Maybe that's what you could try different, is like, even if you do like somebody, if you know that is gonna have an expiration date, like, why stay there?
I don't be staying.
But I mean, like, even in this moment, if you're saying these guys like, oh, this will never happen, whatever, why even bother? I heard something, I don't know if it was a movie, a book, what, somebody said it to me the other day. They were like, how are you going to have somebody if you got somebody else parked in their spot all the time? How are you going to have that forever person if somebody's there? I mean, it's just, I'm not saying it's got to be that way. It's just another thought, perhaps.
I get that. But then there's also, you know, all the love gurus say, you know, date around. Like, that's what I do. I literally do like date around. I don't have just one person parked in the spot and it's like, this is the end all be. I don't do that because I'm not married. I'm a single woman. So no one has me so wrapped up right now that it's like, if someone else came along, it would be like, oh, your spot is, you know what I mean? So I feel you on that, but who knows, girl?
I don't know, but good luck if that's what you want. Thanks. And I know that it is. Like, I don't know, maybe it'll be tomorrow. Maybe you'll meet him tonight at the restaurant when you go to the bathroom while you're on a date with this other man, and it could be a whole nother one.
Somebody parked in the spot.
Be like, holler at me later. He's just here temporarily. This is just for closure or whatever.
Even though we started with like the, you know, being emotional on birthdays and having those sad feelings, I also have a great balance of being very thankful and grateful for another year. And I think celebrating, when I meet people that are like, I don't celebrate my birthday, it just makes my heart sad. Celebrating whatever type of way you celebrate. Your celebration doesn't have to be like mine, but everybody doesn't make it. You know what I mean?
That's
everybody
true.
doesn't get another year. When I was young, when we were in high school, my brother's best friend, you know this, my brother's best friend, Joseph, he was killed in a hate crime. And I'll never forget, like, that was one of those moments for me, my sister and my brother, and obviously his family and my whole family. We were all like, we were so young. It was in high school and he got killed. Within his first week of college, I want to say. Every birthday I have, and then 10 years later, his little brother got killed. And so it's just like, everybody doesn't get to celebrate their birthday. So find some type of happiness in it.
Yeah. And sometimes I like to just kind of have time to myself. And just that's when I have that time to myself, that's when I feel like I'm expressing the most gratitude and just like really reflecting on my past year and what I want from the next year and what I'm thankful for. Because on the day to day, there's so many things that you could be grateful for, that I could be grateful for. And I don't even think about it. And it's like, okay, I got to stop taking some things for granted. And yeah, I like to reflect. I think that next year, I think I'm gonna celebrate by myself, and have like a eat, pray, love birthday just to myself. And like, hopefully I can go somewhere. Hopefully it's next year isn't like this year with all of the travel bans and everything. But I think that I really want some time to myself. I was, talking to myself, talking to God, and then I talked to a friend, and I was like, sometimes I feel like I definitely overextend myself to other people, and I make myself so available to other people that when I just want time to myself, people get offended. They think it's something with them, and it's like, I just need a moment to myself. Or it's like, if I don't want to share every damn thing, I can tell that people are a little off put by it. And then I think that I can just kind of, usually when I do it, I'm getting to a fed up point. And it's like, okay, well, people probably don't know that you feel that way because you didn't say it. So maybe try it a little bit differently, and then it'll soften it. But it's still like, I want some time to myself sometimes. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to talk about anything. And nothing's wrong. I just want that alone time. It's like, remember when we had Corey on, and she was the therapist, and she was talking about the love languages and how she was like, okay, your love language, and like mine is quality time. You do that for other people. Why don't you do it for yourself? And I was like, you know what, you're right. So lately I've just been doing that more. Like, I want my time to myself. And if I choose to spend it with other people, I don't have to feel obligated to spend time with everybody just because they invite me somewhere, or because they want to, or because they miss me or whatever. Like, have the quality time that you want. Sometimes it's not about everybody else. So I think next year that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's a whole year away. So I don't know, my mind might change. Maybe I will have a vacation.
The time be going fast.
It does. Like, I feel like our birthdays got here so quick. This time last year we were doing live shows. Now we're in the house. Bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored.
Bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. This year on my birthday, it fell on a Wednesday, and I told myself I was gonna at least do like a couple of things for myself. So my schedule was kind of packed back to back with things that only involved me before my birthday dinner. Good. And my mom came, and I wasn't sure if she was I didn't know what time, but I was still like, I'm just gonna plan my schedule, and then we'll just fit everything in. And I was like, "Dang, you have a jam-packed schedule." And I was like, "Well, yeah, Mom, because it's my birthday." And even this year for my birthday, I planned my birthday, and it was because I knew how I wanted it to go, and I didn't want I wanted it how I wanted it. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I don't want to have to, I just was like, I'm going to do everything how I want to do it. And you come or don't come, or help me where you can help or not. And so in the morning, I woke up, went and got a massage, and that was so relaxing, and I loved it. A man did it. I don't really like when a man does my massage.
His hands are too strong.
And then sometimes they don't go. I said I wanted medium pressure, and he didn't go too hard because I could tell he felt like he was going to hurt me. So then he went too soft, and then I had to keep talking. I was like, huh. But still, it was nice to get a massage. And then after that, I went on a walk. We're really getting older. I went on a walk, bitch. Went on a walk. Then I went to Whole Foods, and I had a nice healthy lunch. And then I went to a voice lesson with my voice coach, whom I haven't seen in a minute, because voice acting isn't really like on-screen acting. Once you have your voice demo and you kind of get everything, you don't need to keep going. Your voice coach even tell you, she's like, you're good. Just make sure you keep booking. If you have any questions, if you have any scripts you want me to help you on, then come in. But it's not really, she'll be like, you don't need to keep coming. You have your demo. But now it's time for like another demo. So I was like, I'm going to start working on narration and character, and started back on my birthday. And it was great to see. I just felt I made myself feel good before I did get around everybody. And so That felt nice. It felt special because life moves really fast. And sometimes when you're not rich, you don't get to do everything you want to do all the time.
Sometimes. Girl, yes. I didn't, when all those people were here for my birthday, I didn't really have many moments to myself. So I kept like going to my car. Or like just sitting in the closet, and I was like, I hope they forget I'm here.
You love a closet. I remember when KJ said you kept going in the closet.
It was a pantry, but yeah, it's like when there's a million people around, it's just like I need a minute, and everybody wants to like crowd you, and they want to help, and it's like I think you're coming from a good place, but when I say I need a goddamn minute, I need a minute. You didn't listen to shit I said this whole time. I need a minute, and I know that like I've just been extremely irritable lately. So I'm like, I need extra minutes alone before I pop off on people. And that's not what I want to do because it really didn't do shit. I know it's me. I'm moody. So move around. But yeah, I definitely think I want to do something solo or I planned something this year. My plans got hijacked. So I'm like you. So whatever it is, I'm like, I don't even want to tell anybody what the plan is going to be. Actually, I won't involve anybody. I like how things ended up.
What do you mean hijacked? Like you told somebody and they went and
I already know about the surprise that didn't happen. And
do you know about the drama?
I read the text messages. So I know about that. But the thing was, originally I had planned something and I told my friend Grace. So I told her and we were supposed to do this plan. Then another friend decided that she wanted to surprise me with something else. And then you guys decided that y'all wanted to plan another surprise. So there's all these surprises coming, right? And I was just like, this is a lot. Like, I was trying to figure out how to shut everything down because I was like, this is going to be too much. Like, everybody's going to get overwhelmed. It's not, it's way more than I anticipated.
Think people got overwhelmed. I think people got attitudes and don't know how to talk to other people.
Well, I'm not just talking about what happened between you and all of those girls. I'm talking about all of the different groups and what was going on. People definitely got overwhelmed. But anyway, I am glad that I did have a celebration. I'm glad that it was nice to know that so many people wanted to do something for me. I was kind of surprised by that. So that was nice. But I definitely think next year, to make sure that I have it exactly how I want it to go, I just will do it by myself. And I'll see everybody when I get back. And I think I need to do more things by myself. Like, just so I make sure.
I don't like to do stuff by myself, but I get it.
I do. Like, sometimes I like to just go eat by myself. Like, if I meet somebody while I'm out and I do something while I'm out, that's fine. But it's like sometimes, you know, because I used to not want to go eat by myself. I wouldn't go to the movies by myself. I felt like I always had to have somebody there. I don't need to always have somebody. I can do things alone. So it's just about me and wanting to be more comfortable being solo and like being in my own thoughts, not escaping the feelings that I might have or whatever is going on by, you know, socializing and doing the most with other people. I need some time to myself and I need to make sure that I do it. So if I tell too many people, they're going to want to come and then I'm going to feel bad for saying no. So I'm just going to plan something and I'll be out.
Yeah.
And that'll be that for me. I don't know where I want to go. I kind of want to go to Italy, but I don't know. I don't love birthdays.
I love them. I love everyone's birthday, especially mine, but even other people's birthdays. Like, it's just a day of celebrating. Like, I was raised with my mom. She won't let you not celebrate anything. She goes overboard with Easter. She goes overboard with Christmas. She goes overboard with fall decorations. She goes overboard with Valentine's Day. My mom still sends us Valentine's Day presents. She goes overboard with everything. Whether you want to do it or not, you're doing it. And I just love it.
I don't. I think sometimes, like, for other people's stuff, if that's what you want to do, but sometimes I feel like people want like so much. And it's like, I just want to I just want to sit down and eat. I don't want to do too much. I want to relax. Like sometimes I get, it's just like, oh, this is so much. Like I'm tired.
For your birthday or other birthdays?
For mine. Like, I don't mind doing whatever the other people want to do for their own birthday. Like, okay, cool. If I can make it, I'll make it. But for my own, like, I kind of like to chill. Like, I like to dress up and look cute, but I like to chill. and like talk, because for me with birthdays, it's not so much about what the actual celebration is, it's about who's there. And I if I'm not going to be by myself, which I haven't been in quite some time, I just like to be around people who I like and who like me back, you know what I mean? Like just good company, and just be able to enjoy that. And like, as much as I talked about showing gratitude for the things that I have and the things I've accomplished and the things that are just going well in life without dwelling on the stuff that isn't where I want it to be, I also like to appreciate the people in my life too, and the people who are going to share those birthdays with me, because that is like your own personal holiday. So yeah. And it's like, shit, I got too drunk on my birthday this year, on my actual birthday. We went to dinner. I don't remember fucking dinner. I got too lit. Barkia.
Your mom had posted a picture, and I was like, Kiara is looking real drunk.
And I'm very upset about that. It's gone. We had to have a long talk, and she was like, nobody looks at my shit. I said, nobody likes your shit, and you just keep posting unauthorized stuff. I can't stand when people do that. Like, I was very upset. Why would you do that? Like, I didn't do that to you the day before when you had them edibles. Why would you do that to me? That's rude. But yeah, so that day, yeah, I was lit. So it was a good birthday. I definitely had a good time. And after I took my nap at dinner, when I got up, we had karaoke at the house and we had a great time. And then people stayed a few more days. It was lovely. Excellent time. I just wish I could have been present. Lex said that, who was I giving? Kyle Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I was like, damn. That's right. I don't even know. She's always drunk. She also used to pop pills and stuff. She would just always be drunk. That's pretty accurate.
Is that why you aren't drinking right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had already planned to stop drinking after my birthday. So my birthday, the 13th, was the last day. And I was like, I'm just going to stop and I'm going to see how long I can go. I don't know how long it'll be. Hopefully I can make it through to Thanksgiving. But I mean, we saw what happened on your birthday.
But you didn't. You just had a shot.
Yeah, but I was trying not to drink like at all. I have all this wine because we went to Chateau Elan and everybody got me bottles of wine for my birthday. And then somebody has sent me a case of wine. So it's just so much wine here. And I don't even want to sit in the living room because I keep wanting to drink it. And it's just sitting on my wine rack looking cute. I need to put it under the bed so I can't see it. Out of sight, out of mind.
Do it, girl.
Who do you like to be around on your birthday?
My mom just texted me and said, the show you watch, it's called P-Valley. Mom, don't do it.
She won't like it. Do you think she would be shocked?
She's going to be shocked, but I think she might like it. My mom doesn't like when people be cussing.
Oh. Now, who do you like to be around on your birthday?
It's interesting because I love for my family to be a part of it. I wish my dad could have came, but my dad is very strict about the COVID rules and my dad's older. And so he was like, can't make it, Dean. And he's also a chef. So I originally wanted my dad to be the chef that cooked the class, that taught the cooking class. But he was like, mm-mm. And so I like to be around my family. I love for my parents to be there, my brother, my sister, now my nephew. And I like to integrate friends that all have good vibes. Mm-hmm. I look at some of the people that came to my birthday, and Mina, for instance. I met Mina on Instagram a couple of years ago, and she has a podcast, and she had asked me to come on it. And at first I was like, fuck no, because it's in your house. Like, I didn't know if I was going to come out alive. You know what I mean? But then I got really good vibes from her. We talked on the phone a little bit, went to her house. We connected instantly. I love having people around me that are just a good vibe with everyone. Mina can meet Barkia, and it's not like we all know each other, let's not talk. It's like everyone is vibing with each other. I just like to be around people that are going to have a good vibe because that's what I represent. And so whether I've known you for 20 years, 10, or a couple of months, you're invited if your vibe is there and your energy is right. I have a friend named Safia, and she came to the party, and I met her through work. And she only worked at my company for, I want to say, less than a year. She was like, I'm not doing this shit. And so we didn't know each other that well, but as soon as we met, we clicked. And she was like, bestie vibes already. She's just a good vibe, making everybody laugh, talking to everybody. She don't meet a stranger. And that's how I feel. So, that's who I like to be around. All friends from all walks of life that are welcoming and giving and represent me in a good fashion. It doesn't really matter how many people, but, yeah, I really love birthdays.
I know, because we've been talking about birthdays since August. Girl, as soon as it got close, you were like, oh, our birthdays are coming up. I was like, Medina is ready for her damn birthday. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, let October come. It can't come fast enough. I'm ready for the fall. Let's move on to the holidays. I'm ready for my sister's birthday. She's turning 21 this year. And
what is it?
October 29th. So I'll be in Texas, the second half of October, and she was like, I want to go bar hopping. I want to go do this and this and this. And I was like, bar hopping? So me and my mama was like, okay, we might not do the bar hopping, but we're definitely going to take her to the spa and do a spa day. Me, my mom, and both my sisters. And, I told her if it's not anything that's too many people just standing around in their seats and stuff, classy based establishments, I am down to go. But after that, I am old. So you and Mallory can kick it, but I'm old. I can't make it. I'm be at the house with my mama. I know I can't hang with a 21-year-old. So I'm like,
it's a good one. I can hang for maybe like an hour.
Yeah, that's all I got. And then I need to get the Uber back to the house or wherever. Like, But I'm excited for her. She was like, I just want to be able to do it legally. And I was like, girl. So I'm excited about her birthday. We wanted to do a Halloween theme party for her, but she wasn't interested in that. So, okay.
That's another one I love. Halloween. I already got my Halloween costume. I hope I could fit that bitch.
What you gonna be?
It'll be here Sunday. Y'all gonna see? Y'all gonna see. It's so cute.
I'm doing this little retreat thing also in October, the weekend before the 29th, in Houston, with some ladies, and we're having a costume party. I don't know what I'm about to be. I need to look for a costume. I think I like dressing up, like the hair and makeup part, but the outfit, I just never know what I want to wear or what I want to be. I want to do the most this year, though. Because it's like, we have very few things to get dressed up for or to do. So I want to be like crazy transformed. I just have no idea who to be. Like crazy makeup, a wig. A crazy outfit. I don't know. I need it to be over the top. So I guess if I plan now, maybe I'll get it together. It's less than a month away for the costume party. And then for Halloween, I guess I'll just be on Instagram like I am every year, looking at everybody's costumes, seeing what's going on, scrolling like, oh, that's cute. Double tap, double tap. I love seeing the costumes. I love seeing people get festive around this time. I was manifesting the other day, driving around different neighborhoods to the houses I had saved. Everybody's decorating already. Like all the people, I was in those super nice neighborhoods, and they had their hired people out there setting up stuff. There's giant cats, and houses are looking like haunted houses, and
I love it. I can't wait
it
to
just
go
looks
to a
so
haunted
cool.
house.
And I'm like, ooh, I need to come back here at nighttime. I bet it looks so spooky, especially with all of the trees. But then I'm like, I'm scared. Somebody needs to come with me so I can ride in the passenger seat, because if I'm driving, I might not pay attention and like see something really cool and look on those windy roads, like going up Mount Perrin and shit. I need to have a buddy.
I love haunted houses. I'm game. I was gonna move on to birthday traditions. I really don't have any birthday traditions though. Like I don't have like a one set thing that I do on my birthday other than thank God.
I cry. I don't know if that's a tradition or just an unfortunate thing. Literally, I cry every year on my birthday. And I try to do it in the shower that morning, so nobody's asking me anything. I can just get it out and then move on with my day. I kind of just try to release all of the stuff that's weighing me down. It's like today, okay, girl, for the rest of the day, we're not doing that. So I did that, but I guess that release wasn't too good because my ass was turning up the bottle every second I got. But whatever. Yeah, maybe next year I will set a tradition. I got to think about that. I've been working on just family traditions or holiday traditions, but I haven't even thought to do something for my birthday. Maybe I'll do that. And you said you don't have one?
Maybe I will too. I don't have one. I mean, I'll be thanking God, but I don't have like a
thing you do.
tradition.
Yeah, like some people go to the same like restaurant and go have a piece of cheesecake, blow out a candle or something.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that next year. I plan to be in Atlanta for a while. Maybe I'll pick a restaurant, go sit at the bar alone or something, make friends with the bartender, have a little chat. I'll just start doing it every year. I don't know.
I want my tradition to be something like I go to an amateur night the weekend of my birthday and strip.
Okay, well, definitely different vibes, lots of different options. If y'all who are listening have any birthday traditions, send it to us. I need some help. I would like some suggestions. Oh, before we move on to the rest of the stuff, did you get some birthday sex this year? We've just been talking about regular stuff. It's just
We really have. That's how you know I didn't get no birthday sex. Because here's the deal. My mom came into town. And whenever my mom comes to town, she typically stays with me. And so there was no birthday sex being had. But I got a birthday kiss.
Okay. That's nice.
It was a nice little kiss, too.
All right. Well, I ain't getting no birthday sex until all these people left my house. And I was
but not on your actual birthday.
It was days later. Wednesday, to be exact. Whoa. My birthday was on a Sunday, so I was already a little antsy. I was very horny.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. I might get some.
Yeah, you might. I keep forgetting you have a hot date.
I do at 8:30. So, y'all, we going to move on to Indecisive Diane. And when we come back, we will give you some advice letters.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. Fall is here! So here's my date idea for you this week. Go get some pumpkins, go get bae, and carve pumpkins together. It'll be the cutest, most fun little date. Have some cider, maybe put some tequila in it. Have fun, ladies. Bye!
Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh, ooh. Okay, guys, and we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it's time to move on to the advice. If you guys want some advice, please email us at askcocktails@gmail.com, and maybe we'll read it on the show. Okay, I have one pulled up that says, hot guy, weak ass sex. Lots of pictures in this email. Okay. She says, hi, ladies. I love, love, love your show. And y'all always keep me entertained on my car rides, work, whenever. My name shall remain unnamed. I don't know why you put do in here. I'm very confused. But okay. I'm a 25-year-old female who is fucking a 28-year-old man. I've known him for a while. We had a threesome 4 years ago. Drunk as fuck and not that memorable. Damn. And we used to work together. Fast forward a few years. Here we are. Fucking. Every few weeks we link. I'll go to his crib, chill, eat, fuck, spend the night, and dip in the morning. I'm cool with the dynamic we have going on because we're on the same page and don't want a relationship. Problem is, the dick I've been fucking on is weak as hell and vanilla as hell. Like y'all, not freaky at all. I'm a nasty bitch. He is cute as hell and we cool as fuck. And always have a good time while chilling. Question is, y'all think I can turn him out? Girl, if so, how? He seems to be stuck in his ways and wouldn't be into slapping, choking, or bringing toys in or any other freaky shit. Or should I just keep fucking him and give him pity pussy because sometimes a bitch be bored and I don't got no other hoes right now. Thank y'all again. Love y'all and be safe. Sincerely, a bitch that want to turn that cock into a fairy tale. Ooh. Below are pictures of me and him. So I guess the sex is just basic as fuck.
But I feel like she didn't even give him a chance yet. Give him a chance to be freaky.
I think if you think that, then that means you don't know. So maybe just do it. Like bring out a toy and be like, I want to use this on you. Or bring out the toy and be like, I want you to use this on me. And then once he does that, then he might be more likely, once he gets used to the vibrations or whatever kind of toy you're using, he might get used to it and then he'll be more open to you using it on him. or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the choking, if you don't move that damn man's hand around your neck and squeeze it.
Yeah. And sometimes I even say that because
Choke me.
you got to understand, some men with choking, no one's just going to come out and choke you if they're not into it. So like, just ask him.
Mm-hmm. And he might be
Choke
scared. You know,
me.
like,
Yeah.
you don't want no
problems. That's what I'm saying. It is a choke. I've had niggas choke me before and it could have been a problem,
Have
but
you
I
ever
liked it.
been choked and passed out?
Almost. It was borderline like this close and I really had to be like,
oh.
But it feels good when you get to that point.
I'd be too scared. I'm like, all right.
I would be mad if I went out that way.
Stop it.
I'd be so
I just
mad
like
if I
a
went out
little
that way. Can you imagine?
pressure. Yeah, I have imagined. That's why I can't do it. The fear that you have of your sex tape being on CNN is the fear that I have dying during sex. So I get it. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, girl, just try it. And role play always helps when you're trying to get somebody a little freakier. Try role play. Go in there one day, be a nurse, dress up and all, come in with a whole little briefcase and pull out all the toys. Okay. This one says I'm in love with my stepbrother. We haven't read this yet, have
and
we?
I'm glad you pulled it up. That's the one I was looking for and I didn't see it. Please read it.
Okay. So, okay. I'm in love with my stepbrother. Hey, ladies. I love the show. I love y'all baddies. I have a dilemma. My child's father and I have been together for 5 years. And just like many other relationships, we've had our share of infidelities and lying in our relationship on both ends. That has tarnished our relationship. My mother recently got married and she's been telling me that her new husband's son is interested in me. And ladies, this man is fine. He's a firefighter and a Kappa. He has his own everything and he's a complete gentleman. I went home for a family gathering and we finally got the chance to meet. My child's father didn't come home with us because he was going to LA that weekend for business. We went on a date and everything was perfect until my child's father texted me saying that someone saw me and him on a date. He cursed me the fuck out, but I didn't care because this man gave me butterflies. Nothing happened, but I wished it did. And the entire plane ride back, all I could think about was him. I get back to Dallas and my child's father wants to work things out. He's a great father. He's my first. He's a provider and the sex has always been amazing. But I think I kind of fell for my stepbrother. Help, ladies, because I'm stuck right now. Thanks. Sorry it's so long. I wasn't long, girl. I don't know how to feel about that because stepbrother is not blood related, right?
Right.
I mean,
so what
it's
makes
weird,
you feel
but it's
different about it?
Because there's it's not like your half brother, like y'all share a parent.
Yeah, I mean, it's
awkward,
not blood,
yes.
but it's still like, this is still your family now. Your mom is married to his daddy. I would not do that. It's like, it's not a blood brother, but it's your legal brother. I just feel like that could be unnecessarily messy. Should things not work out, and it could be, what you gonna tell your child? This your uncle, new stepdaddy? If things last long, your stepbrother and your step uncle, your stepdaddy is just stepping. I think that while he has these great qualities, I wouldn't do it. I think it's weird. I thought it was weird in Clueless when Cher was liking the stepbrother that wasn't even her stepbrother no more. It's just too close. Like, I have an older stepbrother. I think it would be weird for me if I dated him, even though my mom, and I still call him my stepdad, they're divorced. So he's not even my stepbrother anymore technically, but it's still like, I don't know, girl, about that. I think you can find another one like him, another attractive guy doing well for himself that is attractive. That seems to be a thing.
I truly think it is weird. Mm-hmm. Would I do it? No, I don't think so. I've never been in that position, but I also think, like, don't let nobody get in the way of you finding the one, as long as there's no DNA. Now, if DNA was involved, I would say, bitch, find
now,
somebody else.
Now, what you gonna do with your child's fathers? I was confused by that. Are they together right now?
Not really. It seems like they're just fucking around, but she wants to be done. That's what I gathered.
Oh, okay. Definitely break up with his ass, but
he gonna be making fun of you when he realizes you're out with your stepbrother.
And he's gonna tell your
clown
child
you
stuff too
for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know, your mom was fooling around with her brother, right? He's not gonna say stepbrother; it's just gonna be brother. So, I mean, those are things for you to consider. But let us know what you do, girl. And if you end up having some stepbrother, stepsister sex,
let us know.
Yeah, maybe Medina will read it. Okay, so that's it for the advice. Remember, send in the advice emails to askcocktails@gmail.com and maybe we will read it on the show. And now, before we get out of here, it is time for the cocktails. Remember that if you want to send a cocktail in, you can send it to cocktails@atl@gmail.com and make it juicy.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
And maybe we'll read it on the show. Mm-hmm. Okay, Medina, do you have a cocktail?
I am going to read a cocktail.
Okay.
I wish I had one for you guys, but no sex has happened.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, it happens to sometimes you got to give your vagina a break.
Yeah, because mine is sore.
This one is long. Where is my damn tampon? That has happened to me so many times. So earlier in the pandemic, you both answered my advice letter where I expressed concerns over not knowing how to approach sex with an experienced man because I only had one sex partner who was an ain't shit minute man. Well, unfortunately, I never got around to having sex with the experienced man I wrote y'all about, but I ended up having unexpected drunk period sex with another guy I went to college with. For it only to be my fourth time having sex and the first time I've had sex in over a year, I was taken aback, but this is how it went. So I planned a weekend getaway because quarantine had been giving me the blues and I was going to link with a few of my friends who were coming into town that evening. I get into town and I decided to go to the local bar by my hotel. And I started throwing back the tequila shots, shot after shot. Before I know it, I'm seeing double and talking to strangers. A surefire sign, I'm drunk. A surefire sign, I'm drunk. A surefire sign, I'm drunk. Okay, I get it. So I decide to walk back to my hotel. I make it to my room and realize my credit card is missing. So I'm like, fuck, I'm too tipsy to drive or walk back. So I texted the guy that I went to college with. We'll call him Sean. And asked him to help me look for it since he claimed he lived nearby. I later found out he didn't. He lied just to see me. Aww. Surprisingly, Sean comes to my rescue and we go back to the bar and thank God my credit card is still there. He decides to stick around and we end up bar hopping once my other friends get in town and we get fucked up. We all go back to the hotel room around 2 a.m. and I lay in the bed and he lays next to me. I suppose my friends thought we were about to fuck, so they hurried and left. Honestly, the thought of having sex with Sean never crossed my mind. I was just happy to be out of the house, but somehow in my drunken days, we started kissing. I tell him I'm on my period because I now realize where this is going. He says he doesn't care, and we start taking our clothes off. He stops and goes to the bathroom to pee, I guess. And while he's in there, my drunk ass yanks my tampon out. But I hear him open the bathroom door almost immediately after. So in a state of panic, I launch the tampon across the room. We start having sex and I'm so nervous, y'all. My pussy had forgotten what that dick felt like. My face is mashed into the pillow and I'm bracing myself for each stroke. Dang. As time goes by, I feel him tap me on the shoulder and he says, "Hey, you want this back?" My first thought is, please God, don't tell me he found the tampon. But I turn around and this nigga is holding my wig. I was mortified. I don't know how long he'd been looking at my wig cap. He even put the wig on his head and told me I should consider getting a better quality wig and never wear this one again. I take the wig back and try to place it on my head, but I'm too drunk to figure out how to properly put it back on, so it ends up falling off again. We decide to try something else. In an attempt to get my confidence back, I attempted to suck his dick. I don't know why the hell I did that because I hadn't ever done it before. Suck dick? He tells me almost immediately to get up, get up, get up. My teeth were scraping against his dick. This is a cock fail, first of all. This is just becoming a nightmare. And one night, a fucking night, my wig had fallen off. This man has told me my wigs are trash. He said, ew, to the sound of my moans. And I gnawed on his peen like a pencil. To make matters worse, once I wake up a little more sober, I suddenly remember the tampon I threw across the room. I suddenly remember the tampon I threw across the room. He's still asleep in the bed, and I'm tiptoeing around the entire hotel room, crawling on the floor, searching high and low for that tampon so he doesn't actually come across it in the morning. I never fucking found it. The whole experience was embarrassing, but what's funny about it is that he actually wanted to have sex again. Either I got that whop or his standards are very low. Anywho, I'm not in the business of turning down dick, so I agreed to have sex again and the following weekend, but this time I'm sober. My teeth don't rip the skin off his dick no more. Signed, the squirrel that finally got her nut.
Girl.
Ma'am.
What a time you
First
had.
of all, if I tell you I'm on my period and we fuck, I'm not searching for the tampon. We'll figure it out when we all get up.
He can figure it out. If I don't see it, what you want me to do? I'm playing hide and go get it with the damn thing. Okay, so I want to tell y'all why my hand looks like this. If you can't see me right now, I have 3 nails on my hand and I've messed up the other one. So, like I said earlier, been extremely irritable lately. And I think that sex is a great stress reliever, right? Gets the tension out of your back and everything when it gets all built up in your shoulders. So, when I was having sex the other day, things got really, really sweaty, really, really wild, and then they escalated and got really, really rough. So I'm fucking this guy, and it was really good. I asked you about crying earlier because I cried, and I couldn't stop, and I was embarrassed. And before I even cried, I kid you not, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the flipping my body around or what. At one point, I tried to do my hand like this and just wipe it down my face. I realized I ain't have no lashes on one of my eyes. The nigga had fucked the lashes off my face, and I don't know how. It's just a strip, so I don't know, but yeah. So that happened, and so he flips me over and he puts me in this position. So it's like he was on his knees, but sitting back on his feet. So kind of like a wedgie type of position, not all the way up. So then he puts my legs on the outside of him, dick inside of me, and he has my arms where they're straight back, like how, when toddlers run and they throw their arms straight back and they just run all crazy. It was like that. So he's holding my arms, so my body is forward. It's a great position because you can really get in there good. Mm-hmm. I don't know what spot he hit in my body. It hadn't been touched in a while. It sent a shiver up my spine. I hit the headboard. My fingers, the nails cracked at where the tip was. I don't know how I fucked that up like that, but I did. So I have these 2 tips just kind of hanging. They didn't break all the way off. My finger was bleeding. And do you think I stopped? No. The adrenaline was pumping. I didn't truly feel the pain at first. I felt the pressure and it hurt, but the sex was feeling so good. I had a bloody ass hands. My fingernails and my nail beds are super fucked up.
Did he see it?
He heard it and he was like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Don't stop. Just keep going." And then,
wow.
It was a rough time. So I have some cotton rounds wrapped around my finger and a Band-Aid. This one came off. Again, what happened when I lost this one doesn't really matter. I'm going to fix it when we finish recording. And so I injured myself again, injured my fingers. I just need to take my nails off. Maybe I'll give them a
dick
fresh.
Must have been good.
It was. I'm going to go get some as soon as we get off of here. Go get a little bit more. But that's it. And that's my cocktail this week. So I'd love to hear about you guys' sex injuries. Let me know the last time you got hurt, so I know I'm not alone. Please, cocktails.atl@gmail.com. And then remember, you guys, to check us out on Patreon. New bonus episodes every Monday. Patreon.com/cocktails and sign up. We have different levels, lots of content. You'll have access to all of the old content. It lives on Patreon. So anything you missed, you can get it. And then, what else? You have any announcements you want to say before we go?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, make sure that you guys check us out on Patreon. Check us out on Instagram. We're at Cocktails Podcast on Instagram. And then I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.